Hi everyone, Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. I hope everyone is having a nice Tuesday morning. Again, a wet start to our day today as we had showers and thunderstorms last night and still have some showers and isolated thunderstorms early this morning here in Lincoln and across Lancaster County. We kind of missed out on the severe storms, which mainly impacted areas just to our north and to our northeast late last night, but did see some rain through the overnight hours and still have rain out there early this morning. As we'll talk about some rainfall amounts and continued chances for rain as we head into the day today. But then a drier and warmer stretch of weather looks to be heading our way as we head through the remainder of this week and into the weekend. So first, look at the satellite radar picture. This is over the course of the last 18 hours. You can see those thunderstorms developing yesterday evening, about 6, 7 o'clock or so. Again, kind of along and just maybe to the north of the Platte River there. Again, in kind of east central northeastern Nebraska, just to the west of the Omaha metro. They were very slow-moving thunderstorms, just kind of hung out there for a little while. Again, produced some areas of heavy rain. That activity again was very, kind of didn't know which way it wanted to move. Some of those storms kind of drifting east, some of them kind of drifting north, kind of drifting all over the place. Eventually, though, saw that activity slide to the south along with the cold front. Saw some of that activity develop and move through the Lincoln and Lancaster County area, again through the overnight hours. And now as that front has kind of stalled out just down to our south right now, seeing scattered showers with isolated thunderstorms across much of south central into southeastern Nebraska. But I think for the most part here in Lincoln, I don't know if we're going to see much of any additional moisture as we head through the day today. There's some possibility for some additional light shower activity, I think, as we head through the day today. But for the most part, I think the bulk of what we will have seen likely has already fallen, especially here in Lincoln. I think as you move south into further far southeastern Nebraska, portions of northeastern Kansas, they stand the better chance to see to at least pick up a little bit more moisture as we head through the day today. So if you look at the observed precipitation, again, from the official reporting stations, and this is over the course of the last 24 hours, kind of along a diagonal from Valentine over into northeastern Nebraska and then in the far eastern sections of the state. That's kind of where we saw the axis of some heavy rain with some, again, severe thunderstorms yesterday evening, and then some of those thunderstorms overnight and into early this morning. So $1.65 in Valentine, 7/10 of an inch in Ainsworth, about 1/3 of an inch in O'Neill. Norfolk picking up about 71/100ths. Officially at Epley, they only had 35/100ths. Officially here in Lincoln at the Lincoln Airport, there was only 36/100ths. Nebraska City picking up almost 2 inches of rainfall. Fortunately, Beatrice still offline. Again, there was some heavy rain down there across portions of Gage into Johnson counties, but don't know that official number from the Beatrice Airport. Hebron picking up 9/10 of an inch of moisture. Otherwise, Tri-Cities into portions of the Sandhills and the Panhandle didn't see much of any rainfall over the course of the last 24 hours. If you look at the Tempest weather stations here in town, again, while the airport missed out on some of the heavier rain, that doesn't mean everyone did, but it was kind of, one of those things where one side of town maybe got some, not so much on the other side of town, particularly in the kind of the southeastern part of the metro. There wasn't quite as much rainfall, but across much of central Lincoln, upwards of an inch of rainfall here at the 1011 studios, 93/100ths. Again, I had about 3/4 of an inch at my house. Some spots there in kind of east Lincoln, northeast Lincoln, picking up almost an inch of rainfall. So again, rainfall amounts ranging anywhere from, again, around 1/10 of an inch to upwards of an inch, if not more, across the Lincoln metro. Some rainfall reports from folks across the area, though. Again, out near Tecumseh, almost 4 inches of rainfall being reported. Near Shelby, 3 2/3 of an inch. Up near West Point, northeastern Nebraska, about 3 1/4. Elk Creek, 2 3/4. Again, 2 miles east of Beatrice, report of just over 2 inches. Again, near Union, just over 2 inches. Near Nebraska City, almost 2 inches. Nahaka in southeastern Nebraska, about 1 3/4 inches. Up near Fremont, about 1.5 inches. Same in Blair. And again, like I mentioned, 1011 Studios picking up just under 1 inch. And officially at the Lincoln Airport, only 36/100ths. So we'll likely get some additional rainfall reports in as we head through the morning. And again, could add some additional light amounts to some of these that are out there. So we'll continue to make sure to update this list and send it out on our social media platforms and include it in some of our shows as we head through the day today. But again, heavy rainfall reports in some of those areas, especially with those very slow-moving thunderstorms we had yesterday evening, yesterday night across portions of northeastern Nebraska, and then some reports of some very heavy rain in portions of southeastern Nebraska for us as well. So if your weather headlines as we head into the day on Tuesday, again, rainy Tuesday, especially for far southern sections of the state. Again, I think as you head further to the north, those rain chances not only taper off, but the potential rainfall amounts fall off pretty quickly. I think cloudy skies, but as you continue to head further north, portions of northern Nebraska likely seeing some peaks of sunshine as we head through the day today. Behind that front, with the clouds, with the rain, we'll also be looking for some cooler temperatures today. Temperatures will begin to rebound. I think it'll be pretty comfortable, close to normal as we head into the day Wednesday, but above average temperatures set to return to the area by Thursday, and then we'll be looking at, I think, at a pretty decent stretch of warm and dry weather heading our way Thursday and beyond. So Lincoln Weather Almanac, these are the numbers from yesterday. Again, well above average temperatures, almost 90 degrees yesterday, 56 for the low yesterday morning, was close to normal. Again, no rainfall officially yesterday before midnight, but again, like I mentioned, 3,600s at the airport after midnight, so we'll add that to our monthly total. So again, almost 3.5 inches for the month of September, but still about 2.5 inches or so below normal year to date, so we'd still like to add a little bit more to the bucket there. Low temperatures this morning across the state, ranging anywhere from the low to mid 50s in the west to the lower 60s here in eastern Nebraska, including 63 here in Lincoln. Tempest weather stations across town, low temperatures generally sitting in the lower 60s, which again, we should be in the lower 50s for our normal low temperatures in late September, so those numbers are a good 10 degrees above average. Plenty of cloud cover out there this morning as we start our Tuesday, and again, I think we're going to see a lot of cloud cover as we head through the day today, eventually seeing some peaks of sunshine. Right now in the capital city, 64 at the airport, 63 here at the 1011 studios. Light north wind behind that front at around 8 miles an hour, and dew points are in the lower 60s for us, so humidity is at 93%. Excuse me, temperatures on the Tempest stations across town still hanging out generally in the lower 60s. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of movement in our temperatures today, again, thanks to the clouds. Excuse me. Thanks to those clouds. So again, temperatures going to be cooler than normal today, but again, today's going to be kind of the exception over the next course of the week, next week to 10 days. Current temperatures across the state, 50s and 60s out there, coolest readings in the west. Dew point numbers fairly comfortable, anywhere from the upper 40s, low 50s to the low 60s. Again, I think maybe a touch on the humid side at times today, but again, nothing that we can't handle. Winds behind that front, you can see generally turning to the north and to the northeast, fairly light at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. I don't think we should be dealing with too much wind as we head through the day today. Current satellite radar picture again in southeastern Nebraska, seeing some scattered showers, but really over the course of the last hour or so, we can see a lot of that activity beginning to fizzle, especially in far southeastern Nebraska. I think as we head through the day today, again, especially along and south of Interstate 80, is going to be our best chance to see some additional scattered showers, but I think any amounts that we do see would likely stay pretty light. Statewide, again, view, see scattered showers, again, mainly across the southern sections of the state. If we look at the visible satellite imagery, we can see a lot of cloud cover across the state, and I think this will be the case as we head through a majority of the day today. Mostly cloudy skies for a lot of us. I think eventually parts of northern Nebraska will see some sunshine, or at least some peaks of sunshine. I'm not so sure we'll get that necessarily here in Lincoln or southern Nebraska. If you zoom out, look at a regional view, again, you can see a lot of moisture across portions of eastern Kansas into western Missouri, stretching into portions of southern Nebraska as well, as this slow-moving cold front kind of wobbles its way through the area, kind of stalling out across the area. But high pressure is going to be settling in from the north and from the northwest as we head through the day today. Eventually, again, that's going to kind of clear things out and help us dry things out as well. If you zoom out, look at a national view, again, for the most part, the most active weather right now is kind of right here in the middle parts of the country. Some scattered showers across portions of Tennessee up into New England. Keeping an eye on the Atlantic, we have, again, Hurricane Gabrielle that's currently churning across kind of open ocean in the Atlantic, but it is forecasted, again, basically it's headed almost due east, not west, not headed towards the U.S. anymore. It's basically headed due east, and eventually by late this weekend actually could be impacting portions of Portugal and Spain over in Europe. So again, it's kind of headed the opposite direction. But there are a couple of disturbances that we're keeping our eyes on in the Atlantic that could develop into tropical systems here over the next several days. But right now, at least, nothing threatening the eastern seaboard for any tropical systems. But we'll obviously continue to keep an eye on that. I have some interesting things when you look at the weather alerts. Again, nationally, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot. But again, here across the Midwest, we do have a couple things. A lot of dense fog advisories across the, northern plains, Minnesota up into Wisconsin. Flood watches stretching from portions of Kansas into Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, but also have some freeze watches across portions of southern Wyoming, some frost advisories. Also have winter weather advisories for portions of the Front Range in Colorado. They're expecting on mountain peaks potentially upwards of a foot of snow in some of those areas as we head through the day today and into this evening. So keep an eye on that. But again, I know Trail Ridge Road in Colorado, things like that, kind of been off and on. Some closures with that, with some of the cooler weather settling in. But some of those, again, high mountain peaks could see upwards of 10, 11, 12 inches of snow with this system moving on through. So, again, just kind of getting to be that time of year for us. So if we check out SkyCast, our in-house model here, as we run you through the next day, a couple days or so, again, look for the scattered light rain to continue as we head through the day today. Again, I think best chances for that, again, basically going to be along and south of Interstate 80. Additional rainfall amounts I'm expecting to stay fairly light. There could be some additional rainfall amounts upwards of a half an inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch, maybe along the Nebraska-Kansas border into portions of northern Kansas with some of those continued rain showers. As we head into this afternoon, again, we can start to see maybe some peaks of sunshine in far northern Nebraska, but for most, we're still looking at cloudy skies, areas of scattered light rain, again, especially along and south of Interstate 80 by 10 o'clock tonight, potentially some lingering rainfall in far south-central, southwestern Nebraska. Again, some clearing of our cloud cover across the northern third of the state by 10 o'clock tonight, and then into early Wednesday morning. Again, we'll keep a small chance in the forecast for maybe a spotty shower or two in portions of southeastern Nebraska, but by Wednesday afternoon, I think we should really be starting to kind of clear things out, dry things out for us, high pressure settling into the area. I think Wednesday afternoon looks like it should be a pretty nice pretty nice time for us with temperatures comfortably in the 70s. Again, clearing skies, not much wind, should be dry. And then into Wednesday evening, we'll continue to clear things out. Wednesday into Thursday, we'll look for mainly clear skies, quiet conditions, and then plenty of sunshine heads our way as we head into the day on Thursday, as temperatures will begin to rebound for us just a little bit. Southerly winds helping bring back some of those warmer temperatures. So this is the 7-day precipitation potential. And basically everything you see on here, especially for Nebraska, is really what we're expecting as we head over the course of the next 24 hours. Past today, we really have no chances for any meaningful moisture across the state, as things should be basically dry for the next week outside of today. And so, again, rainfall amounts mainly impacting the southern half of the state, a tenth to maybe a quarter of an inch, kind of broad brush speaking, I think, again, on the high end. Well, we could see some spots maybe pick up an additional half an inch, 3/4 of an inch of moisture. And again, best chances for those will be in extreme southern Nebraska, basically right along the Nebraska-Kansas border, as well as across portions of southwestern Nebraska as well. No severe weather threat today. That's shifted off to our south and to our east. We'll rule out a stray rumble of thunder or two, though, as we head through the morning and into this afternoon. Wednesday, again, no severe weather expected. Won't rule out a stray rumble of thunder, though, especially for south-central, southeastern Nebraska, with some morning activity that could drift through the area, and then nothing expected as we head into the day on your Thursday. So if we zoom in, take a closer look, statewide view, we'll look for mostly cloudy skies, scattered light rain showers expected through the day today. Best chance, I think, highest probability of seeing moisture through most of the day today would be across south-central into southwestern portions of the state. Possibility that we could see a spotty shower or two into early Wednesday morning, but by Wednesday afternoon, we should be looking at clearing skies, drier conditions, and then we're looking at clear skies, quiet conditions, cooler conditions into Thursday morning. Warmer temperatures, though, are expected to return by Thursday afternoon with mainly sunny skies across the state. So temperature-wise today, again, with clouds and rain, It's low 60s to low 70s across the state. Coolest readings will be in western and southwestern Nebraska, where they will have the most persistent rain through the day today. Here in Lincoln, we're going to shoot to try and get up to around 70 degrees, maybe some lower to middle 70s across northern and northeastern Nebraska, where they could see a few peaks of sunshine by the afternoon. Low temperatures tonight falling down anywhere from the mid-40s to mid-50s. High temperatures Thursday look very comfortable. Again, if we can avoid a spotty shower or two in the morning, looks like the Wednesday afternoon could be a top 10, 11 day for us, with temperatures comfortably in the middle to upper 70s across the state. Thursday looks like it could be our coolest morning over the course of the next week, with lows falling down to the low 40s to low 50s, which again, this is normal. This is about where we should be for late September. Is kind of in this range right here, low of around 51 Thursday morning in Lincoln. Mid-40s in North Platte and low 40s across portions of the Panhandle. Thursday afternoon temperatures jumping back up above average, though. Again, normal this time of year, between about 75, 78 across the state, but we'll generally be in the lower 80s Thursday afternoon. Friday morning, mid-40s to low to mid-50s. Friday afternoon, a couple degrees warmer, lower to middle 80s across the state. Saturday morning, again, mid-40s to mid-50s. Saturday afternoon, upper 70s, low 80s across the state. And you can see as we head Sunday and into Monday of next week, when we look at the Lincoln 7-day forecast, continuing to see those temperatures above average in the lower to middle 80s. Plenty of sunshine, dry conditions expected for us as well. Again, we'll see that chance of rain through the day today. Mostly cloudy skies, small chance. Wednesday morning could see some lingering activity, but generally dry, especially as we get into the afternoon. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state. We can generally see those above average temperatures for most of the forecast period. Today will be cooler. Tomorrow I think will be fairly seasonal. After that, we're generally above average through the remainder of September and into the first few days of October. Dew point numbers look like they should be pretty comfortable for us over the course of the next week to 10 days. And then again, you can see those rain chances. Again, today we'll see that continued chance for some lingering light rain. Tomorrow, small chance in southeastern Nebraska, I think, for a spotty shower or two. But then we're basically dry through the remainder of this week into the weekend, and then even into portions of early next week for us as well. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, continuing to favor above average temperatures as we head into the first week or so of October. Again, not only here, but across much of the middle parts of the country. And then the precipitation outlook, again, tending to favor above average precipitation for parts of the southern Rockies into portions of the southern Panhandle, southwestern Nebraska, central and eastern Nebraska. No clear signals whether that would be sort of above or below average, so we'll go with near normal precipitation for that time frame, September 30th through October 6th. So again, we'll kind of watch for the cloudy skies, off and on possibility of some rain as we head through the day today. Again, I think for the most part here in Lincoln, we should generally be dry, I think, through the remainder of the day today, but kind of cloudy skies, kind of gray conditions for us as we head through the day today, and we'll watch for those scattered showers that we could possibly see at times through the rest of our Tuesday. Otherwise, again, some pretty comfortable weather heads our way for the day tomorrow, and then warm and dry conditions expected through the remainder of the week and into the upcoming weekend. So appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching. Again, as always, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, for all of the latest. So again, make sure you have that 1011 weather app downloaded on your phone. Make sure you have that 1011 app downloaded on your Roku and your Apple TV, your Fire TV. And as always, make sure you subscribe to that 1011 YouTube channel as well, where we're live usually several times through the day, not only with weather, but with news and sports and everything else. So appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching, and I hope everyone stays dry and hope everyone has a nice Tuesday.